Right, how much does an Ironman really cost? Now, one of the most frequently asked questions, which I did not actually anticipate, was obviously I'm doing a lot of different stuff. I'm swimming, I'm biking, I'm running, I'm wearing some crazy, crazy items of fashion, which are probably not very good fashion, but how much does everything cost? It's something that I thought would be a very good topic to go into, and I've made some notes. So let's go through it one at a time. First thing, £500 entry. Okay, it is not cheap. So entering an Ironman, I don't know if this is the same because I've entered for a full distance. I don't know if it's obviously half for a half entry, but I don't imagine it is because it's probably just as much chaos for them to organise. But it is £500 to enter the Ironman, and that is the first thing. Key thing number 2, gym membership. Okay, now depending on where you are up and down the country, I'm going to say this is £50 to £70, which is being generous. Okay, that's probably thinking that you're at a very generic gym. However, two of the boys that are doing the Ironman with me, Falkus and Matty, will probably chip in at this right now. And it's not the same for me because I obviously own this place, but we're having to have 2 gym memberships. So we're training at Sculpt, doing all the strength sessions here, doing quite a lot of our bike sessions because we've got Concept 2s, but we don't have a pool. Okay, it's as simple as that. So right now, my second gym membership, I think, is £52 for just a generic sort of like council leisure centre gym. It's where I went to school. And I'm pretty much using that for backup treadmills if the weather is terrible, like it is today, snow and ice, and for the pool, and having saunas. So I think the boys are paying their memberships here, and pretty much either having to pay as you go for the swim sessions twice a week, which obviously adds up, but predominantly just I think they've got like a £30 membership on top. So let's maybe say £100 for that, gym memberships. Now, the next thing, swim. I've put swim as a section in itself, so let's run through it. Wetsuit, my wetsuit was £550, £600 from Hoob. That was the first thing. My goggles, I didn't realise how important it was to actually get good goggles. Now, I used to just get the classic Speedos that you buy, every pool seems to have them, they're like 20 quid. Terrible, right? Now that I'm swimming a lot, I've realised how decent good goggles are, and my Hoob goggles are £75. Swimming cap, I've just put £30 in there, and then I've put 3 pairs of training trunks, okay, which is about £100. So I've got like 3 pairs because I'm swimming 2 or 3 times a week. It's not really funky down there, so you know, keeping them changing. So we're 500, 75 and 30. There's 600 and £100 for swim trunks. So there's 700 quid already. And I would say that I need one more wetsuit, which is not really a wetsuit. It's my tri-suit, which is another £150. So you're looking at like 750 there. Running costs. So running costs, I've put 2 pairs of trainers. Now I've kept it straight down the line just for the maths. £200 because most running trainers, like good ones, will only last like 300 to 500 miles. We're putting in a lot of miles at the minute. So just for the sake of it, let's say £200 to £250 for 2 good pairs of running trainers all the way through the prep, because we've gave ourselves a 6-month prep leading up into it. I've probably got more pairs, but that's because Puma freebies and all that, Hoka freebies. And then on top of that, I've put another £200 for kit, because when you're running 2-3 times a week, you want a few good pairs of shorts, you want a few good pairs of like running socks and stuff like that. So there is another £200, and that's a £400 total for the running section. Yeah. Section number 3 that I've got on my notes here is the bike section. This is where stuff really begins to add up. Now, my bike is between £1,000 to 1.5k. Some of the boys on that circuit have got bikes. I mean, Matty, one of the lads that I'm doing with, his dad is into it, and I'm sure his dad's bike is like £8,000 or £9,000, which is bonkers. But let's just say we're going for basics, we're going for first time round. My bike is, I believe, like £1,200 to £1,500. Turbo trainer, which I haven't actually got, but it is on order right now. Completely forgot about it. I'll put it here. I think it's called like a Wahoo kicker, is £420. So that's like having the wheel that you can train on, so you can get all those Zwift sessions on in the house. Next thing is getting a good bike fit. Now, I've already had one bike fit to get me up and running. which is 300 quid, and I will probably have to get another bike fit before the race happens. So you're looking at probably anywhere from 500 to 600 pound by the time it gets to the race. One good bike fit for when you're training, and that will last us like 6 months almost, like, and then probably 4 weeks before the race I'll get another adjustment, because there is nothing worse than being in the wrong position and having to bike for 6 hours, because my back will probably blow out. Last thing on the bike section, I don't know if I've forgot anything, but £150 for helmet and cleats is what I paid, which is probably on the cheap side if anything. People can really go pretty extortionate with that. So the next thing across all 3 disciplines is thermals, cycle tops, shorts. I'm just gonna, just for the sake of it, say £200 of extra stuff. So the other night I ordered like a new cycle jersey. I've only got 2 in total, and that'll probably do me. I'm gonna try and minimize the spending as much as possible until I get closer to the race. One, because body weight and shape is changing quite a lot. And yeah, why not? So an extra £200 on the cycle, shorts, tops, stuff like that. You know, like the padded ones, so you don't get an horrendous gooch pain. That. Yeah. The next section, the section that I think that people have not thought about when it comes to Ironman prep, is the quantity of food that I'm putting in right now. Now, right now, my calories are on 4,000 calories, give or take 100, 200 calories either way. So like anywhere from the 3,900, 4,100 mark. Now, in the UK, the average individual at my age in the UK spends £200 a month on food, and that's if they're eating in the house all, like, every meal. That's the basic Gen Pop measure, so £200 on food. Also, when you think about it, the average daily calories for a man is between 2,000 to 2,500 calories per day. Now I'm doubling that, so you are probably looking at me putting away £400 worth of food shopping a month, and then you've got to think about all the little meals, protein shakes, eating out with friends, because I like to have a life as well, that I'm probably having on top of that. But let's just go for the basics, because I'm keeping this as a minimum. Average person in the UK at my age, at my weight, at my gender has £200 per month of food shopping. I'm on about £400 a month, okay, right now. There's a lot of food going in. So I asked the boys on the group chat, we'll have a little Ironman group chat, is there anything extra that I've missed out of this? They have put one thing is gels and electrolytes. So quite often, especially for our brick sessions, I think some of the boys have been having to buy some gels for obviously the longer duration sessions, and that's probably looking at about £20, £25 per month extra. And then the last thing was just fees that you don't think about. And what they said with that is, obviously we are going to go to an open water training, not a training camp, but basically every Thursday in this area that's quite local to us. You go and pay a £5 on a Thursday night. I think it's every second week. And you can pay a £5 and go open water swimming with other people, with coaches, so it's like a safe place, and they actually put lanes in the lake. So let's just say that's an extra £10 per month. And then the other thing is bonus swimming sessions and sauna sessions. So quite often, because of the amount of training and the amount of volume that we're doing, obviously, like I said about the gym membership before, Matty, who actually works offshore, who was doing this with us, he's not actually got a second membership. He pays as you go when he goes swimming. I think it's only £3 or £4, which is where us is like bog standard, but it does obviously add up. So you're looking at like, what's that, like £16 to £20 a month extra, and that gives you like a swim and a sauna. Now, I'm not sure what the running total is, because I've probably rambled on there for a long period of time, but there is a hell of a lot. It's expensive. It is an expensive sport. And I think one of the biggest shocks that I've probably had, and I've probably forgot some stuff on there as well, and you might actually, in the comments, you might comment below being like, you forgot this and it's a major thing. I probably have, but Joe's going to have the total there somewhere, and it's intense, it's expensive, but we'll love it, and we're challenging himself, and we're getting himself out of the comfort zone. But I can tell you now, I will not just be doing one Ironman after paying for all of this. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Little bit of a sort of in-depth analysis of how everything is costing. Over and out for now. If you haven't liked the video already, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, give it a share, and comment below what you want to see next.